There we go. All right. And we're back. Down bit. I have no idea what I'm going to do today. I probably would do Dream Snaps. Try and do that one. What's the Oasis? We'll figure out that one. Pretty much just going to run around. Figure out what we want to do. Make sure it's in the voting. Cool. The shop. What's the shop? We've got the cat's house, and then we also got. Might have to do those.
It's wonderful how you're helping.
You know what? We might do a vacuum grind. I need more vacuum stuff. Wait, who's a good buddy to be with? We need a good buddy to mist.
Did you know you're practically everyone's hero here?
You a miss buddy? No, he's not.
We shall reconvene later.
Okay, listen. Don't take on too much. We're here for you.
Ever had a kid draw a picture of it? Let's get this show on the road.
You know, she says she's here for me, but I don't see them going around fixing all the problems. That's a good one. I like that one. Wooden stall. They're a good one to use. Actually, where are you? Where's Scroogey?
Oh, hello.
I kind of like that. I might use that in a few places. Get a good amount. That. Oh. That's weird. It shows. Wooden store window. Why is that picture different? Don't know what that is. Weird. Okay.
Thank you kindly.
Nope, don't want that.
Goodbye now.
Yeah, cool. We'll go Jack Skeleton. Alright, so we've got this stall here. But just got this one, which is basically the same thing. It's a bit bigger. Yeah, it's slightly bigger, I want to say. I was going to say it was just like straight palette change, but it doesn't look like it. So we'll use that for stall. I want to make the market a little bit more interesting by using different variants of stalls and stuff. So we'll pick something at random. Actually, why don't we... Hey Ramona. Hey Dave, won't be able to talk much because I'm bad, haha. But did you feel the earthquake in New Zealand? I like it you say this is Ramona. Like, I know your name by this point. Did I feel the earthquake? No, it was very, very south, and it was in the water. And plus, I'm always shaking because of the machine. So, but thanks for asking though. Is she on that? No, she don't mind. At 6 p.m. every day, I take my medication. Well, try to. Alright. I think it's going to be a little bit too big because this area, once I got all the gems down, it's going to be a little bit too compact. I think we'll put this somewhere else. Let's go. How about this? We'll use them for these things. Two here. Make it look a little bit different. Stands out a little bit better. Just trying to make it look less samey. And just like replace the stores as I find them. And eventually what I'm going to do also is replace all those with those ones, so only the wood have those kind of stalls. Slowly get there. Alright. If I type in store, stores do I have? I mean, I've been tempted to use those. I think that's just too big. Too big that way. Like, that is okay. I need more of those. Does it? Alright. Let's go to the Isle. So what we want to do is make sure we've got one of these machines in every section. There, cool. There, cool. There, yep. There, cool. There, yep. There, yep. There, cool. There, yep. There, yep. Yeah, cool. And then this one. Yeah, cool. Alright, so I got one in every section. Now I have to do the same for Storybook, but let's just clean up everything. I think it's Union Mist, so I need to run about 10,000 mist to make one of these machines. So I'm just going to go through every section, kind of clearing it out to get as much mist as I can, but also pick up as much stuff as I can. A good way of getting a lot of flowers too. Because we're going to eventually have to go into the grind phase when we get ready for the next content drop. Which is actually a content drop, I think if memory serves me right. It will be for Storybook Vale. I think it would be the second part, or final part. So we want to be ready to do that grind. I know this is kind of wasting missed doing even this, but the whole point of doing this is to get resources I don't normally get. I think I already did this one. Yeah. Should actually dump those somewhere actually. So we'll dump the middle island because I want to make it a St. Patrick's Day island. So having them here is going to help me. Alright, let's go to... Oh. Go. Figure out something. How is everyone anyway? Still got room.
Hi there, pal.
Not very entertaining watching someone grind through this, but it's part of the game at the end of the day. Alright, that clean up all of this. There's one. I think it's here, yeah. I knew there was one area that I forgot. I think that's it. Alright. So, ended up with less than a start off, but if we do the round run, should pick up a lot of mist. Nope, done. Not a lot. A lot in the Lion King realm. I do wish they'll do a little bit more with realms. They're slowly getting better at reusing realms. Definitely, definitely underutilized. It always also seems like they set it up to have more areas later, but they've never really explored that. And with Timon and Pumbaa coming into the game, I really thought they were going to add a brand new section, and they never did. It's kind of disappointing. Alright, that's all done. Get out of here. A lot of mists in this run, though. Last... Oh no, Mulan. We've got to do Mulan as well. I don't think Aladdin actually has anything. Nah. It's weird that Aladdin's the only realm that you can't actually do the time bending stuff on. Either somebody forgot, or they did that deliberately, so you only going to be limited rounds that you're going to be able to time bending in. Feels like an accident, but mainly because it's game locked. Alright, that's it. Not a lot, but I did get... How many did I get? 28. It's a good haul. I mean, I've got like over 300 now, but... Alright, so now we're going to start trying to find it. No. Right, yeah. Where is it? There's the mist. What we want is some bonus mist. When you get a certain amount of companions that have the time bending ability, you get a little bit of an added bonus once in a while. We'll get rid of some flowers. Hey Sheldon. Hey Dave. What stage is your tree well at? I'm very slowly trying to get mine back. I miss it being bigger. I think, there it is. Coincidentally, you asked at the right time. I think it's at max. Pretty sure it's at max. I don't know. How do you tell what stage it's at without just looking at it? It feels like that's max. Is that max? You can tell me. Because I'm pretty sure I've got everything. Like, I've got foraging done, gardening done, fishing done, cooking done, collection done, friendship done, village done, mining done. Eternity Isles, the only one I've... Oh, a storybook I need to smash out. Which the Splinters of Fate is the one thing I'm working on. With the collections and Agrave and Paprika. Storybook Vale, I probably could smash a lot of these things out. You're so jelly. Is that... What's your opinion on that? What stage would you say that's at? To be honest, you shouldn't be jealous because I spent a lot of time playing this game and like more time than I probably should have. I got rid of a lot of that stuff. There we go. I can sell that. And I mean, I'm a little bit proud, but not really. So yeah, that's max. Story of I'll take it. Ah, okay. And yeah, must work on a percentage. Like it's probably like over 80% of all done if they're all done. Um, oh, shut up, Vanellope. Yeah, it's probably like above if you're above 80%. It probably works on a percentage kind of thing. So pretty much like what you could do based off that is focus on some of these other ones and try and complete all of them from foraging to mining. And then Eternity Isle, just make sure there's like only three left. To me, it doesn't look final, but it seems to be the final stage for now. I like it to grow more. Yeah, I mean, it's the risk of it growing too much. Because I mean, yeah, it does look pretty cool, and I do like the fact that now that you can actually purchase different wells. I think that's a new skin. I mean, it is another way of them getting money. At the end of the day, it's just cosmetic stuff. It's not gameplay affecting. Um, but it's one of those things that rewards players from that have played the game for a long time. And it's like it's something that they can treasure. So the more stuff that's introduced in the game, the harder it is to obtain, and easier it is to obtain for those that have played the game for a while. So I think it's a good thing. Oh, actually, we'll probably do it. Let's grab some of these. Probably gonna need a do a bit of a pumpkin grind soon. What's a stack of those? Cool. Where do they go? I'm actually a little bit. I'm getting a little bit more excited about the future of Dreamlight Valley. Like initially, I thought Storybook Vale was going to be a bit of a dud, and the fact of it hasn't been a dud, and they're really focusing on cutting down a lot of the cheating side of things makes me wonder that they've got things in the works. I reckon that they're looking to invest more money into the game, and if they're looking to invest more money in the game, they want to cut down on as much cheating as they can and set up the right systems right now. So I'm getting excited. Even if they add a branch with every season, every expansion, it'll take us years, but it'll be worth the grind away. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think that's the risk of introducing any expansion is for existing players to feel like they've lost something and that they've taken a step back. So if you've really got the game and you've managed to max out the tree when they introduce new things, if they're less likely to lose that thing that they've gained, it's going to be a little bit rewarding. I think, yeah, yeah, it's definitely starting to feel like they're looking ahead a lot more than they used to, and really cool that they're releasing content as they're probably developing the next expansion. I'm excited to see what they'll come up with. Because I honestly do think Storybook Vale was definitely an improvement from the Eternity Isle. I do wish they'll go back to that expansion and tidy it up a little bit and kind of use the learnings. But I'm also starting to get the hint that they once they kind of release what an area looks like, they're not going to expand or change it, which is why they developed the islands. Yes, it feels like they're taking it from me, all my hard work. Yeah, yeah. I'm excited to see what they come in. I think I'm more excited that we're reaching the point that a lot of the characters you had expected have been introduced into the game. So we're going to be hopefully entering an era where we're going to get very unique and different characters, which I think is really cool because they have shown that they're open to different characters interacting with each other in very unique ways. Um, and you often get characters that you'll never expect to talk to each other again, or not again, well, just ever. Um, and I would really like to see them jump on that and expand on it and do some cool things. I would like to see a little bit more of a Sims element, if that makes sense. Of more of like it becomes a lot more enjoyable just watching the village be a village. And I think that's something that I think a lot of people, it does detract a little bit from the game where they don't really act. The AI of the villagers isn't very good. It's kind of simple and they just wave at you and they don't really do things you can just observe and watch. And I kind of like that. Definitely excited for the future. Also, don't forget we're roughly 50% through Storybook Vale. They could still blow our minds even further. True, I mean, we do have Aurora to come. And to be fair on them, they haven't shown us the model, which is very odd. Very odd. I mean, even Japan. I mean, I think we'll get Aurora and so we'll get two characters with the second part. So we'll get Aurora and what is the villain's name? Maleficent. I think we'll get both. But I'm surprised we haven't seen the model of Aurora, and there's been not really any concrete confirmation that we are going to get Aurora. So I think that will blow people's mind. I think that's something they're holding back, which is good. Keep in mind, there's also two characters that were revealed at the before the game even launched, before the beta, before it was launched at all. We still have not got Cinderella, and we still have not got Ralph from Wreck-It Ralph. So they have a lot in their chamber that they're kind of holding back on, and I think it's a good thing that they're kind of going, hey, let's not release it for the sake of releasing it. Let's do it right. And I think that has come through them not going free to play, them being so successful that you are, the community around the game still existing, and there's still a lot of content creators on board with it. And they listen to feedback. They listen to feedback and go with how the wind's going. Not everyone agrees with it, and that's fair enough. But I think the monetization isn't. I think the pricing is still a bit expensive. I think they could lessen the pricing of that, and I think we're starting to see a lot of those ideas and feedback come in. It's kind of like Gameloft is torn between being Gameloft and greedy, and the devs going, "Hey, they want it cheaper. What can we do? What can we do to make it cheaper?" And they're kind of winning little battles, like having the limited time deals there, having the recommended there. So that FOMO element that has been so evil, you could say, in gaming, it's taken so much away from gaming. You can kind of see if you look at the shop, a lot of that FOMO is vanishing because you're not getting FOMO anymore for recommended. You know that if you don't buy it right now, you can pin it. So you can pin it. So I've got some pinned at the moment. So there's two I've got pinned. So that FOMO's gone away. It's like, oh, I don't have enough money right now, but I really want that. You can pin it. And I think it's those little things is slowly gaining them a lot of goodwill. And I think eventually, this is what I honestly believe, there's not going to be any limited time items in the shop anymore. It will just be a catalog, which I think they should do. There's two things that I think will earn them more money. One, build a catalog, or actually give a catalog. Get rid of maybe FOMO in the sense of you can still use the FOMO element for when things get first released. They're actually a little bit cheaper, but if you buy them from the catalog, they're actually a little bit more expensive. So that's where the FOMO element. But also give the option for people to do Star Pass, because I can see a lot of people out there wanting to do some of those Star Path things. And I mean, you go to Star Path, and I mean, this is the one thing Halo Infinite. I know this is a different kind of angle. The one thing Halo Infinite did right off the bat, is that their pass, their season pass or whatever, you could actually select which season pass you wanted to do. So once you complete one, you can go and start working on another, and then go on another, and you don't lose the opportunity to actually access any of the content historically. They still have the premium pass kind of thing, but that was one thing I think Halo Infinite definitely got right, even though everyone bashes on it. And I think Disney Dreamlight Valley, if you want to maintain the player base, you want people to continue playing the game, give people the opportunity to do that. Give them a reason to do that. One of the good reasons to do it is Star Path. Imagine getting a Star Path and going, hey, this is going to be hours and hours of gameplay that they're going to play through. They're choosing to do it. They're paid for the Star Path. It could be a paid one. So the FOMO for the Star Path is you either play it when it first comes out and it's free, or if you play it after the fact, it costs some moonstones to get, and you get some moonstones back as you play through it. And but not all of them. But you get a lot of them, and that is going to give more content for people, keep people playing the game, and also possibly even give people a reason to visit other people's valleys to finish their Star Pass. Oh yes, like Marvel Rivals is doing. I didn't know they did that, but yeah, it would be similar. Well, I think they allow you to buy Star Path and it's yours forever. You don't have to rush through it. You can always go back and select it. Yeah. I think with Halo Infinite, you can just select whatever. There's no time limit on it. Which I think a lot of companies are realizing the FOMO element got too out of control and detracted so much away from the game and from the development of the game. And it's not what customers want anymore. What customers want is the freedom to be able to play a game when they want to play it, and be able to play it in the way they want to play it, and give people eliminate as many barriers to entry into playing the game, which Season Pass is a big one. If you feel like if you pick up the game a year after it releases, and you automatically are telling your players you will never have all the content for this game, and be constantly reminded that you'll never have any of the content of the game, it's going to make you less likely to play the game. Because there's so much. It's like, alright, I'm going to have to commit all this time forever for the existence of this game in order to get everything I want. Or I could just not play it. Typically, the not playing kind of wins it. Let's switch over to... We want to play a game, not work. Exactly. And I think that's the way things are going. And credit to the developers of Dreamlight Valley. I think they saw that writing on the wall pretty early, which is why they said, hey, we're not going to be free to play. We've seen that trend is dying. It kills games now, and people just feel too pressured. And it's supposed to be a casual, easy-going game. And if you put FOMO into the game, it stops being that. It feels like you have to log in, you have to do this grind, you have to do this. And if a casual farming game or whatever, I don't know, whatever you want to call this, if a casual easygoing game forces you to do something that stresses you out, it's not even in the same genre at that point. So I think it's just going to be a case of them continuing that path. And I know a lot of people got upset about when they came out and said, hey, it's not going to be free to play anymore, and there's still people that are very bitter about that. Personally, I'm not. I would rather pay for a game, get free updates, and not be flooded with microtransactions. And I don't feel flooded by microtransactions. You can play this game without buying a single thing, and still access all the content you want. You can also earn Dreamstones, an in-game currency, to buy those items, which is massive. The fact when games start to have separate currencies, that's when people start to get pretty upset and start to feel like I have to put money in the game to have content for this game. You spend all the time and make a really good Dream Snap. You keep doing that. You keep grinding away. You get 1,000 after every single Dream Snap competition week. By week 3, and you'll have enough to buy a house from the shop. And I think that's well deserved if you're doing that for 3 weeks in a row. If you barely get anything, I mean, you get like 200 or 400, something like that. Moonstones, it's still something. Hi, Kiwi. Hey, man, how's it been? Not dead yet, so that's always a plus. Yeah, great. I was happy. Yeah, I think they just saw the writing on the wall and went, hey, us going to free to play is going to kill this game sooner than we want. If we want this game to last, we have to not do that. And that's all the running the wall, and I think that's why this game's gonna be. And I think that's why this game's probably going to be around for at least another year or two. It's definitely got legs. How many legs? No idea. I think they have to expand on a lot of the gameplay elements, such as the multiplayer and yeah, it's a hard one to predict, this one. It is a very hard one. I think they've already will go further than they originally predicted, because they had a year planned out when the game first came out, and now we're past that. We're well past that. So now it's a question of what now? Not too bad. That's good, man. Oh, thanks, man. I mean, I actually just did a presentation at Wellington Hospital of teaching nurses about my device, my LVAD device. So I'm trying to give back, trying to keep active. I used to grind for 40 to 60 minutes a day for equivalent of 50 moonstones. I hated life. Yeah. Quit the game after years and have never looked back. What, this game? Or do you mean other games? Because yeah, I think that's another one. I think if you give the people the ability to earn currency, in-game currency, people are more likely to stick around because they feel like, yeah, hey, me playing this game has some kind of reward that not a lot of people would get, which is moonstones. And I hope they do expand that. I hope they continue doing that, especially if they open and go a catalog. If they expand the shop here and they make it a catalog, so you can buy any item that's ever been in the shop for a set of moonstones, but they also give more ways of earning moonstones as well. I think it's going to add so many legs to the game, and they're going to earn money at the end of the day. There's always going to be people that are willing to chuck money into the game, and people are going to buy the game and realize, oh, all right, I'm going to buy this game, and I'm going to get a lot of content for it. I'm going to play it, and then eventually they're going to go, hey, if it's just been $10, you can get a cosmetic item. And if they're buying the base game for what, 20, $30, then like they've got hours and hours and hours of game out of it to a point that they're racking up 100, 200 hours in the game, and they want to spend another $10 on the game. I think there's nothing wrong with that, and it doesn't affect gameplay. And that's kind of what you want. If you are enjoying playing a game, and you see something cool that you want in the game, which doesn't mean you're going to progress any further or gain any advantage of the game. You just want a cool thing in the game for this game that you've been playing for so long. I see nothing wrong with that. It's only a little bit different if you have to plug money into the game before you can continue the gameplay. That's when it starts being bad. And this game has avoided that for now. And I hope it continues to avoid that. And I think it will continue to avoid that if they come up with good items. They continue giving people a reason to buy the base game. I think there's going to be a point, though, that they're going to have to stop updating the base game. Because everyone that's going to get the game has already got the game. And if you add stuff into the base game, you're not going to get any new people. But what you could do is add more things into existing expansion packs. I have an awesome night. Just around while I make some cheese sauce. Oh, cool. Well, thanks, Kiwi. I appreciate you popping in. It's cool when people do that. I like being like a bit of a... Because when I cook and do stuff, I like to put on the TV. Like, I need to watch like Modern Family or like Scrubs or something like that. And I like being people's equivalent for that. I'm like someone putting on the radio while they do something. What's on there? Oh, it does make... I mean, that's what streaming is now. It's just modern day radio, isn't it? Just with something visually on the screen. It's like those TikToks when people like on Minecraft, like they're jumping through things while they're talking about like a Reddit story or something like that. Basically the equivalent. Sometimes this, it's actually about the content on the screen, but this is just Dave complains about my, Dreamlight Valley while he plays Dreamlight Valley. The only issue I have is I want to type and reply to you, and sometimes I can't. Do you mean in the game? Or do you mean like when you're like doing other stuff and listening? I think that's an interesting, um, not moment, interesting feature that they might be thinking about. Oh, when I have you in the background listening. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot easier probably when there's a lot more people around that the conversation's going. And then you can just look on the screen for what's being talked about. But when it's just like only a couple of people, I guess it would be hard. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they do something more with multiplayer, which I am fully adamant that there are some multiplayer things coming. Just about because that for one for at least two updates now, they haven't really improved multiplayer at all. Because like before, a few updates ago, every update was introducing something new, like the ability to visit the shop, and then the ability to throw things down, and they expanded multiplayer to be able to have four people in your or three people in your valley. And they were introducing little things here. Then all of a sudden it stopped. But multiplayer is such a huge aspect to the game right now. So in terms of the community of the game, that the fact you still can't sit down, the fact you can't go into shops without going with the whole party. There are really simple things that I think they might be gathering for a big update, like we got Vanellope to allow multiplayer access. Maybe Ralph, because we know Ralph is, or they've already got a model for Ralph. We saw it right at the first trailer for this game, as Ralph is ready to go. I think perhaps Ralph is going to be introduced at the same time they're going to introduce a wealth of new multiplayer features. And I think it's a little bit overdue, so it'll be interesting to see whether they give the ability to chat with people, either by text or because I think it's quite clear this game isn't for probably the demographic they thought. I mean, there's a lot of I guess Disney adults is the phrase nowadays of people playing Dreamlight Valley that are a little bit older. That enabling chat is not going to be a horrible thing, and it's not going to risk parents. It's not gonna risk it may risk child safety or all that stuff. But I mean, I think they can do it in a really smart way. Maybe the profile has to get permission if it's an under 18 profile because you're getting a lot of those family profiles now. So I think, yeah, I think there is a way to implement it, which isn't going to be bad. There's obviously always going to be kids to get around the system, and I completely understand if they don't even want to take that risk or go down that rabbit hole, especially how they probably will need to get Disney's approval to do it. But there is just a huge opportunity to introduce it, which will help the longevity and the health of the game, and potentially its growth potential. WT. Yeah, that's my theory. But I mean, there's also a lot going against it. The fact that they've got a lot going on at the same time. Like they've got the second half of Storybook Vale, and also they've got the Alice in Wonderland realm coming up. I don't know if it's a realm or character. A lot of people are assuming it's a realm, but I'm not 100% convinced it's a realm. We typically get a what was that? We've got Mulan. What was the one before Aladdin? We got Sally. So we got Sully, which is non-realm. So typically how we get characters, we normally get like non-realm character, then realm character, non-realm character, then realm character. So we got we got Storybook Val, and I consider that a realm drop. And then we got Sully, that's non-realm. Then we got Aladdin, which is realm. And my gut is that we're only going to get one character because we're probably going to get the second half of Storybook Val at the same time. We're going to get one character. It's Alice in Wonderland, but it's not a realm. That's my gut feeling on that.
This feels like a day where anything can happen.
But the exciting thing is, after next update, we should get an update to the roadmap. So normally, just before the end of the roadmap, they kind of release the next part of it. So that one I'm going to be interested in. It'll be interesting to see what angle they go with it. We ever got more than character one time without a realm. Daisy didn't have a realm. Penelope didn't. Oswald part of the expansion. I don't count him. I want to say yes, but I don't know. I don't think that's right. Hold up. I'm not going to count the expansion characters. So that rules out Jafar, Gaston, Belle and Beast. That was Ram. Miranda, Merida. She's expansion. Fairy Godmother was one. Mirabelle was one. Stitch was one. Daisy was one. Those are Realm. Oswald Pie expansion. Remy original. Glen expansion. Rapunzel expansion. I mean, you could argue Pumbaa and Timon, but I mean, they were technically Realm characters. Chester Cat and Alice should come together. I mean, if they come together, it would have to be Realm. But Tina wasn't Realm, but there was only her. Sally wasn't Realm, it was just her. Jack Skeleton wasn't Realm, just her. Penelope. Yeah, I think we have never got two characters without a Realm. At the same time, that is. So, if the theory stands right, I think we're only going to get one, and I think it's just going to be Cheshire's cat. Or I can't say that word, but you know, I think it would just be the cat. Because it'll be a bit dick move to like tease it in the preview and then just never reveal it. And just have Alice instead. So I think that's where everyone's going wrong. I think everyone's assuming it's going to be a Realm. I mean, maybe I could be completely wrong, but this is why I think they're wrong. I think everyone's assuming it's going to be a Realm, and everyone's assuming we're going to get Alice and the cat, which I think we're just going to get the cat. I mean, everything points to it as well, so... I mean, we probably could go backwards a little bit. Hold up. Because I want to show a bit of a trick. And because you're the only one basically here, you're going to be the only one that's going to know about this trick. Hi, Mr. Tanker. Well, Mr. Tanker's going to be here too, but Mr. Tanker doesn't care. It's annoying if you type in dreamlightvalley.com, it actually goes to somebody's Let's Play on Dreamlight Valley. And that's very, very annoying. So if I go Disney dreamlightvalley.com. No, I'm here. I know. So this is the little trick, Sheldon. So if you go to Dreamlight Valley's website, if you scroll down to Press Kit, you actually get taken to a Google Drive. And in the Google Drive is actually all the artwork that they have released. So if you go to Keywork and Screenshots, I think Key Art, not that one. One of the folders, Hero Trailers, no, other visuals. Trying to find which folder they've put them all in. There's roadmaps as well. You can get all the roadmaps if you want. What's gone? Which one is it? Past updates. There we go. So this is how it has all of them. So if we go for all of them, so you got the So Full update. So that was one. non-realm. That was the update before this. Non-realm, and we got Sally. One before that is Jungle Getaway. So it's Timon and Pumbaa. That I'm gonna put that in the realm one, and you got 2 characters. The one before that, Dapper Delights. What's that? That was Tiana, whatever you would call it. Non-realm. That was a non-realm one. Only 1 character. Before that, Lucky. Was that? Oh yeah, Lucky. I don't know what was it called. Lucky Dragon. There's Mulan. Realm. 2 characters. Thrills and Frills. Got Daisy, non-realm character. Got 9. That's the Laugh realm 2 characters. Pumpkin King, non-realm 1 character. So far the theory is holding up. Enchanted Adventure. That's Beast and Belle, realm 2 characters. Dream Snaps. Vanellope, non-realm 1 character. Remember? They're remembering. Now, this is where it breaks it. But it's realm 1 character, but it is part of the main story, so I don't know whether that counts. But that's what they've broken it there. 4. That's Pride of the King, realm 2 characters. Festival. What's that? Festival. Festival something. Of Friendship. Oh, Festival of Friendship, yeah. Now, technically, they're non-realm characters. So this kind of goes against it. Non-realm characters, but Olaf was part of the main story. It was part of the main story, and you got Mirabelle. So that's technically non-realm, but it was heavily involved in the main storyline that you got Olaf, because you had to go to that cave in the winter biome. Next one is Mission. Ooh, what's that? Missions in something. I can't remember what it was called. Missions in. It's the Toy Story one. It's the Toy Story one, I think. Yeah, it was the Toy Story one, and you also got Stitch. So you got 2 realm characters and Stitch involved. And then the last one, or the first one, was Scar's Kingdom, which is the first one I was playing the game before this dropped. Update 1. And that's Scar, so that's non-realm. So, okay, there is a few discrepancies in the pattern. The recent pattern, it's 2 characters per realm, and then non-realm. However, the ones that were 2 characters with no realm were heavily involved in the main storyline. It was before the main story actually wrapped up. So the only reason they went off was because of that, and it was before the game was actually live. So going based off the recent trends, I don't think there's as much hope as you think. I think they only did it because they were still introducing the main storyline. Because remember that when the second update came out, or before the first update, so before Scar's update, you couldn't even get to the Forgotten Kingdoms. What am I thinking of? Here. What am I thinking? The Forgotten Lands. You can go to the Forgotten Lands, and the Sunlit Plateau was like you only could access half of it. There was a way around it. You only could access half of it. So yeah, those updates when they were introducing characters that didn't have a realm was specifically for the story. But since they've completed the story, they haven't done it. They've always gone 2 realm characters, 1 non. And so, based off that pattern, the next update should only have 1 character. Now, I could be wrong. Obviously, I could 100% wrong. But there's a lot of evidence to to support that idea. And to be honest, the next update I think lines up with the second half of Storybook Vale. So if they were going to do a realm plus two characters and the second half of an expansion pack, that's a lot of work for them. That's a lot. Because if sorry, didn't switch this back. Actually, we'll switch this back real quick. Another thing so if we go back here, no, I think we go to road maps. It should show it. So this is the expansion pass. So that's summer to 2025. Actually, we'll go here. Oh, that's spring. So I think so. The expansion pack. Actually, no, I take that back. So in spring, that's when the next update comes out. But also notice that if you look at the free content map, right, it's clearly kind of indicating how many characters we're getting here. So like in Aladdin and Jasmine 2. This one, only 1. Summer 2025, we should be getting 2 characters, technically. Now, a lot of people that they're saying it's Robin Hood based off that, not Robin Hood, so, either Robin Hood or Peter Pan based off that feather. But we should be getting 2. So it better not be Tinkerbell. So we're getting the second half in the summer of 2025. So we're getting a lot. There's also once character hinted where the others hinted too. Exactly. So, but I mean, if we look at other content hints that we've got, let's look at other examples here. We'll look at this one. To be fair, on here is exactly what we got. Look at this roadmap. We got exactly this. So we got Tina, no other characters. We got Timon and Pumbaa, no other characters, and we got Sally, no other characters. So they're pretty honest with us. And if we go back even further, now a little bit different here. I mean, this is 2023. This is a lot. Mirabelle, I think we got Olaf as well. April, we actually did get 2 characters. We got Nala involved in that as well. Here we've only got 1 character. And then we got teased and a few future things like multiplayer. Well, here's the 2024 roadmap. Alright. So, 2023. With Jack Skeleton. We only got 1 character. Scream with another door open. Now, we did get Skull Rock in the background. But we actually got Sally as well. We only saw 1 character there. I think if they had to tease us with 2 and not give 2, the fan base would go nuts. Yeah, it would do. But they did. I mean, that Skull Rock is in the background as well, like in that one, and they didn't reveal anything about Skull Rock. So, early spring, a vibrant new village opens in the valley, and they showed Daisy there. This one, you don't find a realm like this in every dynasty. That's Mulan. But doesn't indicate how many characters we're going to get in there. Last one, a new princess joins the valley, and to be fair, we got 1 character in there. But I would put it into the whole, they didn't really guarantee anything. So, I mean, I think also these roadmaps have evolved as well. Because they know how many people overanalyze. They do watch the content creators. So they probably analyze, they're like, all right, whatever we give out, people are going to analyze, people are going to look at this stuff. And so you can see them getting a little bit more crafty as they went on. But if we look at the expansion pass roadmap, we got those 3 characters. That was a big tick. In part 2, though, we got no Aurora. So the theory is that we get Aurora, right? So we get Melissa Finn. but there's no Aurora in this. Now, we could end up being wrong, but there's a whole lack of Aurora in a lot of the stuff they've released so far. So based off this, I would say what we can guarantee is we'll probably get a Cheshire cat, or whatever, but just the cat. I think too many people are thinking Peter Pan with this. What's that? Red Feather Disney. I mean, I guess it makes sense that. Wait. So this one's kind of got little think take it out of it, but that Robin Hood. I mean, Robin Hood has it as well. Based off that, well, there's a little kink on there. I mean, it seems like Peter Pan. Peter Pan is the most likely, but also you could do Robin Hood. It's an interesting one. Let's just say that. I would say if it's Peter Pan, you'll get Tink as well. As much as I hate it. Her face is on the floor. What do you mean her face is on the floor? Oh, what's that shadow? Oh, the shadow. I never clicked on the shadow. You can't see it because the chat's in the way. Hold up. See if I can hide this. Can I hide that? Yeah. The one thing I never saw was the shadow and the wings. Auroras. Hmm? Her face is on the floor. Where? Where's her face? The Forgotten Shadow. I don't know. I've never clicked on that. What is that? It feels like the Forgotten, but why would they? That's deliberate. That's on purpose. So what is that? I've never clicked on that before. I mean, out of all the people analyzing it, I've never seen anyone mention that. Oh, her face is legit. Oh, yeah. I know that one. Yeah, I know her face is definitely out because she's a huge part of the story. Yeah. So I mean, most likely we will get Aurora. It's weird for her not to be in any promo art. But this is interesting. Why would they do that? Unless they're hinting that it's going to expand on that story. It's an interesting one. I mean, it could be Tinkerbell, but that doesn't seem like Tinkerbell's Shadow. But Shadow is a big tie-in with Peter Pan. So to be honest, based off that, I think we are getting Peter Pan. Yeah, they did hint at continuing that story. I think Shadow and then a feather matches Peter Pan exactly. So I think we are getting Peter Pan, and if they follow the trend, we're going to get a realm as well. So it could be getting Tinkerbell, and I think people go nuts, and I hate Tinkerbell, but whatever. But yeah, interesting. So true. His shadow. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a big part of the story of him trying to like get his shadow back, and that got to be deliberate, right? You don't put a feather that looks like Peter Pan's feather and a shadow right next to it, right? Too much of a coincidence, and they know people overanalyze it as well. They don't do that by accident. I mean, they totally could have been doing that to mess with people. I mean, there's literally no reason for them not to do that. But it feels like, yeah, that's going to be Peter Pan. I'm pretty much 95% confirmed. 5% of them just they're messing with everybody. which you always have to put that little bit of doubt. I mean, if I was running a popular game, I would mess with people all the time. And I would be okay with it because I'm evil. God, so many. Oh. I'm not gonna like it because I made this whole thing about hating Tinkerbell because everyone. I remember when it was the theme park one. Oh no, it was the Lion King update. Because that's when we started to get like the Ferris wheel and stuff, and then everyone had the theory about getting Tinkerbell, and I got so sick of everyone going, "I'm so Tinkerbell's coming to the game. It's so concrete. Look at this. They've confirmed it. Blah blah blah." And I was just like, "No, they didn't. This is bullshit. This is bullshit." And everyone went like Tinkerbell crazy, and I just hated it. It was a really bad period of content creation. That's what put me off watching other people's content because it would just be clickbait about Tinkerbell. Want to know something stupid that grinds your nerves? Sure. What's stupid and grinds your gears? God, so much. I never actually saw any of that theorizing about Tinkerbell. Weirdly enough, you got lucky. You got lucky. It was when I was trying to do my own content when it comes to like news and stuff, and I just kind of got burnt out on it because I just had to talk about Tinkerbell, the theories and stuff, and stop being fun. I'd love to do that again, but it's just there's not enough news to keep on talking about the game. Like to do it every week, because every Friday I would do the news and then I would post it. When fishing, you only have to press a button and I only press and hold button. Time being, you have to change the button you press and hold. Really? I don't press and hold. I click because I know you can press and hold. You can change the settings. Like I think you can go. The gameplay. Yeah, so you can hold to sprint. Hold hold to complete time bending. Oh my god, Friday morning news, half of it was just and Yeah, exactly. And I was really bad at umming and ahhing. Like I'm still pretty bad at doing it. Anything scripted, I'm not very good at. I'm trying to get better at it, but I'm not really that good. Yeah, I never got the press and hold thing. Changed it so much easier. Yeah, I don't know. I like clicking it. Holding it, I think I just get impatient. I think it's my ADHD side of it that I have to just keep fidgeting. Really not. It's really taking me ages to grind out this freaking stuff. Yeah, the true button mash. Yeah, it's just my gamer side of me. It's taking you forever. Nah, don't be. It's part. This is why I do it. It's just so I can be distracted and have chats about the game. I mean, to be honest, I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a rush at all. There's not. I've completed everything. Why does the Twitch title say? Does it still say Monday? I thought I changed it. God damn it. Hold up. It might have just not automatically changed. Ah, alright. There you go, it's changed now. Thanks for that. Yeah, I just fixed it up. Yeah, sometimes it automatically changes, sometimes it doesn't. It's rather annoying. But yeah, just so you know, Sheldon, there's not a lot for me to do in the game at this point. I'm just basically grinding. So if it takes me a bit longer, it's fine. We're not missing out on anything. And I'm slowly getting there at the end of the day. I really should just do a quick count of how much of each profession I actually do have. Yeah, I'll bring up a spreadsheet on this. So we'll go through all the characters and work out who's doing what. So we've got guarding, because what I want to do is make sure I've got an even amount, because you get a bit of a bonus the more people that do a particular activity. So if there's one that has too many people doing it, I want to change it. Forging, and then fishing, and then snippeting. I think mining's the other one. I wonder if I can. Yeah. Window catcher. Oh no. Let's see if this works. I'm trying something new. This is me trying something new. Oh. Alright, let's go there. Alright. So this may or may not work, but let's see. Hopefully this works. There we go. There you go. So in the top right, I've got my little thing, and so we're going to go through them and work out who's doing what. I think I'm going to remove your net catchers. I can see you can just use a ton of lures and craft them whenever you want. Yeah, you can, except for the white ones. But the white ones you can use for anything. So. Alright, let's start at the very beginning. So we've got these two as snippets. So snippet we've got at 2. And let's move that to them. Let me fix this real quick. There we go. That should be right. Cool. So we've got 2 there. Alright. Alright, so let's go Beauty and the Beast. We've got forging and mining. So forging 1, mining 1. Okay. Make sure we got all areas as well. Oh yeah, Jafar. Mining. Alright, so that's 2. 2. And Gaston, that's time bending. That's 1. Merida, that's snippet. Snippeting, that's 3. Fairy Godmother, that's gardening, so we'll put 1 in gardening. Encanto, I should say Maribel. Mining, so that's 3 for mining. Anna, forging, so 2. Oh, sorry. Go ass. Also. Digging. Right. This one for digging. Christoph, digging, and Olive, gardening. So, digging, gardening, cool. Hades, snippeting. Stitch. Forging, 3. Fishing really behind right now. Daisy, time bending, so that's 2. Donald, Goofy is fishing, 2 there. Mickey, mining, and Minnie forging. Mining 4, forging 4, and Scroogey, you're digging. Alright, cool. Maui, you're fishing, and Moana, you're mining. 5 there. What, Maui, you're fishing as well. See? Mike is gardening, and Sully is digging. So 1 for gardening, and 1 for digging. Mulan digging, Mushu time bending. So time bending 3, and what's it, digging? Oops, sorry. Digging, alright, 5. Cool. Oswald, time bending, we got you on 4. Remy, mining, so that's on 6. Lynn, snippeting, 5. Mother Gothel, gardening, 4. Punzel, time bending, 5. Okay. Nala, you're digging, that's 6. Pumbaa, fishing, 4. Scar, digging, 7. Simba, fishing, so that's 5. Timon, fishing, that's 6. Fishing. Ariel, gardening, so that's 5. Eric is fishing, so that's 7. Ursula is mining, and that's 7 as well. Tina, time bending, so that's 6. Merlin, forging, 5. Skeleton is time bending, so that's 7. Snippets is 6. So far it's pretty even. Buzz is 8. Is digging 8. Woody, gardening, so that's 6. Eve, forging, so that's 6 as well. Wally is gardening, so that's 7. And Vanellope is digging, which is 9. Alright, so we're kind of even. The only thing is digging is a bit high. So we can change 1 person from digging to either forging or snippeting. But I've got the time bending right. What's this for? I want to... because you get a bonus for how, or, you know, having companions doing a certain thing. So once it's above 5, you get a special bonus. So basically, I just want you to make sure they're all even. So I will change someone from digging to either forging or snippeting, which I'll probably go snippeting, because forging is pretty easy. So what? Change someone from digging. Who's a digger that I don't want? Actually, we'll make digging. Well, actually, we'll change. No, we'll change Nala to forging, eh? Yeah, villager bonuses, basically, yeah. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to change Nala from digging to forging. And that should even them out. But it also shows it's a pretty even slate. Because I know a lot of people like they change like everyone to whatever they're grinding out, but to be honest, I don't want to waste so much just switching backwards and forwards. Forging man. Pull up the wiki to see the amount required of villages. I'm pretty sure it's above 5. I'm not too fussed about it now. I'll just switch Nala. I'd have to find out where she is. I'm happy with it, keeping them even though. I realize you can't do time bending in this location. It's kind of annoying.
As usual, Linuses do all the work.
Alright.
Oh, hey there.
There you go.
Ah.
Same here. I have 0 villagers digging, guarding. I use potion machine to those, but the rest have scatter around. Yeah, I kind of make it even just so I can switch tack without needing to switch everyone. So I'm happy the way it is. All right, so let's go back to mist grinding. So what we'll probably do next week, we might actually go through this. We'll bring up the spreadsheet again, and we'll see how up to date it is. Oh, I don't know. No, we won't spreadsheet it. We'll wait. Let's wait for the spreadsheet. I think we'll wait until we've got a reason to use the spreadsheet. So we'll reduce digging by 1, so that's 8, and forging up coal. Actually, we should actually change someone from digging to snippeting as well to make it even. So who else should we change? Because then we've got 7 for everybody. Alright, so who do we want to switch? So we want to switch someone from digging. I've got 2 diggers there, so maybe we'll do. Alright, cool. And that brings it to everyone on 7. Cool.
Uh-huh.
Now, for the sake of it, I'll do a quick snippet run. The good thing is I should get a bonus once in a while too. I can upgrade these. I mean, I'm not using that. Oh, maybe I just save up that now. Oh, more. Yeah. Sounds quite funny. That feels like you're squeezing them too. Did they end? It's yeah. Apparently they did. It's only when you pick them up though. So I'll quickly dart up here. A load of snowballs. Go for these snippets over here. I like the frog one. Alright, it's all done. And then we've got the final birds. And the bird ones are slightly different each one. So it actually sounds like a bit of a song. Oh, I've got 99 of those too. Hmm. Got a stack of those. Stack of red ones here. No more rocks there. Oh. I had to think about that. All right. All right, back. Thought someone knocked on the door. get good time being in person again. Oh. There we go. How did you enjoy the Star Path quests around this time? I enjoyed them. I think there's too many people complaining about them. Definitely, like every time it's like a little bit challenging or it's a little bit long. Like if it takes more than 2 days to complete, you just get everyone complaining about it, which I get really annoyed about because like this, I'm finished the Star Path already, and what? Still 21 days to go. Like people really need to get over themselves. The whole point of it is for it to last. Now, I get the argument of the fact of, people don't have all the time in the world to do it and so forth, and you can't go back in time and do Star Pass. Now, I completely understand that kind of idea of it, but also, come on, guys, like, if you're complaining about it on Reddit, you probably got time to do, the Star Pass. So I liked it. I do like the fact that it makes you think and a little bit more challenging. I just don't like everyone complaining about the minute it gets a little bit difficult. I agree. Logged in once a day and finished it super fast. Yeah, I mean, I do like, and I like it when it makes you think as well. That it takes a little bit to figure it out. But every time they kind of go down that route, they just get people complaining about it, and it sucks because it's like they clearly know that it's not a kids people. The majority of people that play aren't kids. They're Disney adults. But I mean, that's just me. That's just me. I could be an outlier on that. Sure, keep the mushrooms off it. See if this. It's a cozy game. I don't want to think. Yeah. I mean, and this is where Gameloft could do themselves a favor and offer the ability to do Star Pass in hindsight, because then they'll be able to just turn around and go, look, I get that it takes an extra couple of days, but you can do the Star Pass whenever you want. There's no time limit on it. The fact that it ends after a certain amount of time, it kind of, people always will throw that in their face. But yeah, I found the Star Pass alright. Wasn't fascinating. The rewards, I do like the bonus reward thing. I think that's a really cool thing they implemented, and it's really for hardcore people. And I do like the one of the bonus reward being like a special house. I didn't really like the rewards. I mean, going through it, I mean, even that is kind of a meh. I like the little pet house. I think that was cool. I think the companion house was good. I think we need more of them. It'd be cool if you actually saw the companion like in it, but beggars can't be choosers. Um, what else? I mean, I like them, but I mean, I kind of like it when it's for other characters rather than the ones you just got. Because typically, how it's happening right now is that you get the star path and you get the different costumes for the characters you just got, but that's it. And then you don't really see anything else from that point for those characters for ages. So I don't know. I'd love to some variation, maybe like a Maui thing or something. So yeah, I liked it. Nothing special. Definitely in the nothing special kind of category. Agreed. It was good to know that I'm not the minority. And because that's the thing, because I don't listen to a lot of content creators about the game anymore. I don't really know how everyone feels about it. I see a discourse on Reddit once in a while, but that's about it. That's how I found out about the banning kind of thing going around at the moment. But I try and stay away from it because a lot of it's just so clickbaity and it's really annoying and frustrating. And that community is very snobby as well. Like you have to be positive, otherwise you're a hater. And it's like you can be critical of a game that you love. I mean, you can be critical and still like the game and like the IP and want it to succeed, but you also don't want to sit there and just nod along and just agree with every decision, even though you don't agree with it. And I think that's where I have trouble with probably Senpai and uh, Stars in the Sky guy. I know that's way too positive for me, and I get people like that, but they don't say a lot of negative stuff about it. When there's a lot of negative stuff to point out, they kind of just dance around it because they just want to be in the crowd, You bag on the company, you're not going to get exclusive access, And that's I get the game, but I don't need to play it. But yeah, I stay away from most of that stuff now. Once in a while, I see something like that's worth looking into. Oh. Okay. Oh my god! Oh my god! What? I want to ask you last year. You mentioned Senpai got upset when he wasn't featured at the showcase. What happened there? I missed that. You reminded me of a question. I don't know what happened with it. I know he got mentioned in the next showcase. Um, don't think he got mentioned in the one after that, but I'm not quite sure. I kind of stopped paying attention to his emotions on that. um, I don't think he was featured. He probably was upset about that. He didn't mention it. I do notice he whenever he posts the actual showcase on his or when he showed the video, his live reaction to the video, he cut out the showcase, and it kind of pisses me off that he does that. Like it highlights all these other creators and creators that should be highlighted, but he cuts it out because he doesn't want that to give them that exposure. Seems a little bit of a dick move. Um, Sorry, I remember him doing that. I remember he cut out the other creators when he reposted his reaction to the video. But that's the last thing, and that's when that was the final nail for me. And I think it was just like, no, if you're not willing to support other people that are doing the exact same thing as you, why the hell should they support you? Yeah, he cut out everyone else. Yeah, and I get it's a small field, and you kind of want to hold on to as much of the small audience and the very niche audience that you can, because that's pretty much the only content he does. But hey, you know, and I think what's a little bit annoying, no one ever calls him out on it. Like you read his comments, no one points out the fact he did that. But I guess, again, with niche audience, you typically get a lot of people like trying to downplay some of the negativities of their creator. So you immediately click don't recommend the channel. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, sometimes I do watch it. I think his criticism of the recent banning stuff that I did watch, I think recently, like weeks ago, about a week or two ago, was fair, but he was very much on the side of Gameloft, which, to be honest, I agree with it. I agree with the way Gameloft is doing right now, and I think people are really over dramatizing the ban side of it. That you pretty much it's like the extreme side of it, of getting banned. If you're going around replicating every single item in the game and giving it out to people, you probably should be banned. But if you're not replicating every single item and you're not giving it out to everybody, you'll be fine. Where did I put it? What's over there? We've seen his streams, he spent 3 hours talking about you and going at you. What? What do you mean? He'll spend 3 hours talking about you and going at you. What do you mean?
Hey there.
What do you mean going at me? But now you confuse me.
That's a pretty nice.
I don't think he actually knows I exist, so I'm not sure what you're getting at there. I agree. Treasure islands are cheating. They're cheating items. However, after a year of watching others go about doing things with no recourse, I visited one and took some stuff. Yeah, and I think that's it. I don't think people are going to be banned for doing that, but I think now that kind of the warning shot has been put out, yeah, I think I never agreed with it, and people will come over to my valley and drop things off, and I have no proof of where they got this stuff, so I took the stuff, but I never went to a treasure island myself. So I'm pretty safe in that, but I mean, I don't think they would ban me for that anyway. So you said no one calls Senpai out for some of his less favorable behaviors. I meant if someone were to, he like goes at his people in his stream sometimes for simple questions. Yeah, yeah, he's definitely very easily triggered, and he will shut down anyone that you know that he asked about. Oh, not asked about. He'll shut down anyone that criticizes him, and also will bag anyone for it, and just block them. And if you're willing to only have yes people around you, you're gonna fail. You need people around you to say, "Hey, this is not a good thing. You're being a dick here," or someone to push you further. Because if you've got somebody who's pushing you further, it could be a rival. Rivals are always good. If you got a rival constantly pushing you forward in your content, challenging how you're doing things and trying to make yourself better, then that's only a win. But if you got this echo chamber, you're never going to get better, because you're just going to have people that like your stuff, and someone else is going to come along and people are going to like that stuff more, and you're just going to hate them. You're not going to embrace them. And that's too bad. And I'm not a big creator. I never will be. And I know there's literally nothing I can do because the only thing that will be heard if I make any criticism will be I'm just being a hater. That'll be it. Doesn't matter how valid my criticism, I'll be just labeled as that, and that will be it. I mean, I'll get mega popular somehow out of it. If someone ever found a clip, send it to him, and he reacted on his channel. I'd get mega popular and then if it goes viral, I'll get a lot of people that agree with my opinion, and then it'll just be a hate channel, which I don't want. I don't want to be a hate channel. I want to be calling out shit that feels like shit, but I don't want to be a hate channel. And you know, he's sometimes got valid criticism, but I think the one thing I have noticed about the Dreamlight Valley community, though, is they never do collaborations with each other. At least the ones that I've seen. And that's really disappointing. I mean, you never see Stars in the Sky, or Senpai, or what's that? Cozy, something cozy. I'm gonna have to Google it now. Hold up. Cozy Corner. What was it? Can't remember the guy's name. Oscar's Cozy Corner. So Oscar. Yeah, Oscar's Cozy. Yeah, you got it. There you go. You got it as I googled it and found it. I mean, I like Oscar. I like Oscar's Cozy Corner. That's the one I do listen to, and he's. I think it's because he doesn't dramatize his content at all. Oh my god, so sad what's happening to him and other small creators. What do you mean? What's happening to him and small creators? Do you? I mean, he's not really a small. He's been growing really well. What is that? 4.3k subs now, and yeah, he's only getting stronger. He grew faster than Senpai. Yeah, Senpai's pretty big now, but I remember when he was just like around 1,000. But yeah, I just think more creators kind of need to collaborate with each other. But where is it? There's a bigger creator just under 60k that's literally stealing his content frame for frame. Really? Who is it? Do you know? It's not me. Meta community post about screenshot. I'm gonna look at it. Hold up. Oh, here it is. Hold up. If I can show it. No, here it is. I'll go over. I do know, but you should have a look to see yourself. Hey everyone, this is not a post I want to write, but I'm on vacation, but I kept my mouth shut long enough for me to address it. For a while now, another content creator in Dreamlight Valley has been lifting my content, and not just inspired by it, I mean, taking my ideas from structure, content, even graphics, and passing off his own. Or is it Seraph? Oh, Seraph has been around for a while too. Uh, I mean, looking at that screenshot, it's not really a good argument for that. So don't forget to claim your previous Halloween rewards. We need 6 camera improvements. Well, how's this stealing? I'm struggling to understand where the stealing is coming from. I can't click it. Oh, the senpai said saying. Hey Oscar, the past couple of days I've been carefully considering whether or not to weigh in the conversation. Following the conversation with the creator in question, I made my decision. I want you to know your position here is entirely valid. In a small content creator space like the one surrounding Dreamlight Valley, overlapping ideas are to be expected. I mean, I'm not really seeing any overlap. I don't. What am I missing here? Hi, Sussex. How are you? You're showing the graphics very similar, but the proof is actually the actual videos. I mean, the graphics, to be honest, I'm okay with that because it's a very Dreamlight Valley thing of having your avatar in the picture with your hand out with graphics up there. I've seen that since the beginning of Dreamlight Valley. So, based off how I feel right now, I'm not seeing, based off the thumbnail, I'm not seeing it. Because having a character sit there with the hand up with shows, that's a very common thing. So, and the videos themselves, I don't know. I mean, those topics that they're showing right now, not related to each other at all. Having a hard time agreeing here. Anyway, we'll say so. Look at Senpai because apparently he has to be involved. I want to know about, although not all is what this is. A few months ago, I intentionally sought out a sort of form of Dreamlight Valley content I could create and be early on. Most of my videos are heavily edited and scripted, of course they are, which makes them debut later than videos on similar topics of the channel. After doing a bit of digging, I found that the early Star Pass reviews were a niche I could fill. So I started running my Star Pass and creating full reviews the weekend after the update launch. It was a very successful endeavor, and it was how unique to the channel was being the keyword. It wasn't unique. I saw someone else doing it before he did it. I guess he just didn't find them, and I did. After three successful reviews in a row, a new update came along and discovered another channel following my approach. I'm sorry. Oh, whoops. Sorry. There you go. There you go. I did call their own down to caps locks. So that might be an argument. I have to see that. Sure. The videos are unlocked everything you step up, unlocking every. Yeah. Okay. Maybe. Maybe. It's a very common thing, though. So I can agree with him on that. I'm familiar enough with Sarah's content to know he prides himself for being first in many topics. Although he's never showed any interest doing stuff early on, until another smaller channel found success with it. Now, I'm not saying approach other channels shouldn't do Star Pass reviews again. It was the chosen topic that bothered me. It was the approach I truly believe Sarah was aware, and I felt a successful next year. So on day one of the new updates, he started purchasing a Star Pass Moonstone so he could finish his review first. He wants people to believe he does things for the community, but if that was the case, he would have been doing it all along. I don't know, like, that's a hard one. Banhammer, thank you, Yasmin. I appreciate it, Yasmin. In truth, it is about himself and the growth of the channel. I mean, isn't that why you all do everything? He wants to believe he does things for like the community, but if that was the case, he would have been doing it all along, not just when another channel does it. In truth, it's about himself and the growth of the channel. I'm sorry, Senpai. That's why you do everything too. You're not doing it because of the good of the community. You're doing it because you want to grow your channel. You want to make that content. You want people to watch it. Hey, what are we talking about? We're talking about this dude, Oscar's Cozy Corner, and he made a post about someone stealing the content, and I'm reading probably Senpai's reply on that particular thing. He's showing zero interest in taking accountability, which is a real shame here. This whole situation probably why I don't think you should be upset with somebody doing something that's part of the game. Unlocking all the items, yep, you may have done it first, but it is a very simple and straightforward star path thing to do. So, I mean, I get, yeah, I don't know if it's stealing, but I mean, all he's doing is doing something that was part of the game, and now he's making content on it. It's like you can't have copyright on something the game wants you to do. I don't know how I feel about it. I think it's silly. You can't really have a copyright on a game feature. It's like doing a movie review first, right? It's like the version of another version of the events there is doing a movie review. So a movie comes out and someone reviews it first and posts it online. Buys a ticket first, goes to the movie first, and posts one, and he's the first one to do it. He does that for the first 3 movies that have ever come out in the history of movies. Then on the 4th one, somebody else does it. And so, is that stealing? I don't know. I don't think it's doing a review on it. I mean, the perspectives of their opinions on the items wouldn't be the same. It's like a review of content. A person think taking an idea, making your own, perfectly reasonable. Yeah, agreed. But taking every single one of the ideas of smaller creators and never thought of any giving it a no. I mean, it's hard to say based off this because that screenshot. I would have to watch every single video and compare them side by side. But based on the thumbnails, it's not really strong evidence. But like him saying, I saw someone else doing this and thought it was a good idea, so I'm gonna take. Yeah, it's like just like a review for a movie. It would be great for himself and other creators. Yeah, and they're all doing it not for the good of the community. They're doing it to grow their channel. I mean, let's be honest here. They're not. This isn't a public service that they're all doing. If it was, none of them would have monetized their channels. But I bet you all of them have. I bet you all 3 of them involved here have definitely monetized their channels. He wants to believe he does things this for his community. Yeah, fuck it. Lastly, he's employed a straw man argument when I brought up the Star Pass review, stating that he made a Daisy boutique guide months before I made one myself. I mean, he's allowed to bet back if that is actually true. Though interesting, my approach and concept was nothing like his. Well, it'd be interesting to see whether his Star Path reviews was the same. I mean, you can't really change the approach of like spending all your moonstones and getting all the items first. That is the gameplay itself. You can't do a different approach to that. So it'd be interesting to see whether you could argue. Oh, and then Oscar's reply back. He created a video about the basics of Daisy's Boutique. So he made a video about a feature in the game, and mentioned players could use tags to make a permanent boutique. I mean, I figured that out. I didn't know someone made a video on it, but I figured out you could do that too. I made a video entirely focused on how you make the build that works for any of Daisy's challenges. Again, it's a gameplay thing. Someone's bound to do it again. It's a hard argument because it's part of the game. I worked out part of the game for Daisy Boutique is that you could design that, and I didn't need a guide to do that, and I did build it, and it's still a mess. If we go over to where's my game? So if I go, yeah. Now it's going to take forever. This is going to lose the momentum of the discussion in a moment. So if you got a Daisy Boutique, I mean, my boutique's a mess, but it's designed that way. Yeah, I've got that there. And so I've got that. And I'll see if I can complete it straight away. What's the challenge today? Alright. There you go, I've already completed it. Done. There you go. So, I mean, I could make a video of that. It's a gameplay feature. I didn't... If I make a video now on that, did I steal Senpai's idea? Or Seraph's idea? I feel like it didn't. Because I could easily just make a video. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with it. Topics he didn't cover at all. Even more amusingly is I actually credited someone, Brandywise style. I saw them on Twitter, I think, for my Creation Boutique video, and I got the idea directly from her. So he did take the idea from somebody. So if he gives credit for the idea, it's okay. All right. So apparently that's the line. It's okay to steal ideas or take someone else's idea as long as you give them credit for it. So, I mean, I actually credit someone. Did you actually ask whether that was okay? I don't know. Again, overlapping ideas are expected in any content space. Yeah, exactly. And these are features in the game, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. Nobody's bothered by overlapping ideas. What myself, Oscar, and other creators are pointing out is that Seraph is not simply taking the videos on the same subject. He's doing everything in his power to undermine smaller creators in an attempt to push his growth further. And when he gets called out, he deflects and employs underhanded tactics to make it seem like victim. Do not fall for it. To be honest, I don't really care enough to actually look into whether that was true, but good to know drama happens on the internet still. Oscar said, thank you for sharing this, Senpai. I really appreciate you taking the time to lay this all out, especially given your own experiences. Your insight adds much value and credibility to the discussion. This is probably why you've been seeing Senpai actually compliment Oscar a lot more. I imagine it wasn't easy and decision to weigh in. The fact that you left this comment after a conversation speaks volumes, and is exactly why I didn't feel like comfortable reaching myself. It's frustrating to see the pattern play over and over multiple creators, even more frustrating when genuine concerns are dismissed, twisted, and saying us entirely. His quite frankly, shocking behavior last night. What happened last night? God! He only served to clarify the situation for me. The constant reference to me and his subscribers. Ah, okay. So Seraph looks like he had a go at Oscar about a month ago on stream. And constant reference to me doing this for subscribers. They're all doing this for subscribers. You all can't act innocent. You're not doing this from the goodness of your heart. You all monetize your goddamn YouTube channels. No one's doing this from the goodness of their heart. They're all doing it to gain subscribers. They're all doing it to gain views. Stop freaking acting like you're not. Something which I have never even mentioned. Makes it pretty clear where this is stemming from. I've always believed there's room for everybody in this community, but that only works when there's mutual respect. I hope that Gameloft, when they do their next showcase, they put all three of these people on the same screen at the same time. Just like 1, 2, 3. It'd be hilarious. I hope more people start to see what's really going here, but manipulators gonna manipulate. Oh, I appreciate you. I think he means attacking Seraph subs, not making videos. Yeah, I mean, they're all doing it for something. To clarify, it doesn't really. I don't really consider myself a small channel anymore. If I had to put a number on it, I would say a channel less than 5k fits the description better. I don't refer myself as a smaller than the creator in question. I'm very proud and thankful for the growth I experienced on this platform. In January 2023, my channel only had a little over... Yeah, I remember that. I was actually watching it at that time. I have to acknowledge that I've come a long way since then. I hope to continue progressing. You're welcome. Personally, I don't think anyone who looks at the evidence should find it apparent you're not doing this for growth. To be fair, that argument doesn't make any sense to me, as confronting a larger channel with content space could easily have the opposite effect. It appears to be nothing more than an attempt of deflection. What I hoped following your post was some kind of accountability from the creator in question. The whole situation provided them with a unique opportunity for transparency and growth. I don't even think it would hurt the creator in question if they come forward and say, yes, I've been inspired and motivated for other creators and the platform. Yes, but it will hurt them, because at this point, it will, you're evil. Yeah, I am. It will hurt them because they basically have to admit they're lying. So all the content they have going forward, people are going to assume that perhaps they stole it. He's in too deep now. If he comes out and admits he did it, everyone's just going to bag on him for it. And yeah, I mean, if it's a little bit different, he comes out, admits it, does a video with the people he's affected, and they all forgive him. And then he's like, all right, I'm not going to do it going forward. And if I do, this is what you should do to call me out. Maybe, but not going to happen. Moving better, I'll do a better job of providing credit and acknowledging hard work they put in. So, but the problem will be is from then on, anytime he actually comes up with the original idea, he has to scour the internet to check every single small creator to see whether they've done it before. And if he's missed it, they're gonna just think he stole it. So there is no win situation from one coming out and two going forward. I mean, if he did do it, just stop doing it, and this problem will clear up very quickly. Instead of his pride and ego one day resorting to straw man arguments, deflection, and represent. This is over a Disney Dreamlight Valley game, guys. That said, it's still time for pivot. Maybe what happened. Maybe, conversation let me doubtful. There are some issues that I've had with the creator in question. Like, just say the creator at this time. There's no freaking point just saying creator. And while I did bring up these points in our private conversation, I haven't expanded it publicly. I'm not sure if I will or not. At the end of the day, I just wanted to note the post validated many positions and feelings. I felt it was only fair to weigh in and return the favor. Yeah. Sad. Star in the Sky said it. Hey Oscar, I came from the vacation myself. Or I don't really like drama. So they're all here. All of Dreamlight Valley's the hierarchy is here. But it's good to see some unity, but I can't wait for the Dreamlight Valley Civil War. It's going to be amazing. Very, very on brand for Disney to have a Civil War. And we can just watch them all fight in our little 3 or 4 people that watch my stream. I should become a drama channel. Like, this week in Disney Dreamlight Valley created drama. Be amazing. I mean, that's how drama channels get popular. We just put them against each other. He said, she said. He and Starsky have done it. Oh, cool. I'm glad they do. I think they need to do more collabs. Once. I wonder why never again. I mean, yeah. One of the issues with YouTubers, especially ones in a niche kind of field, like cozy games and stuff like that, they don't like sharing. They don't like sharing at all. So, now that's yeah. I mean, I don't think there's a lot there. I would have to make up some things, which will cause more drama, and then I'll have more videos. I'll be like the Keemstar of Disney Dreamlight Valley, just making things worse. Just make up lies. Probably Senpai sent me a direct message saying that Seraph was actually in love with Goofy. He said his favorite character was Goofy, and he didn't want anyone to know about it, so he's always pretended to hate Goofy. Hi Ramona. What video are those comments under? I just woke up. It was under. They weren't comments under a video. It was a community post that Oscar Cozy Corner said. I once was in a stream, and I mentioned I streamed, and he said he was going to follow me, and he never did. I don't know why that. I remember that just now, but I remember being in this thing, and I was like, oh yeah, I stream too, but I stream Disney Dreamlight Valley too. It's like, oh cool, I'll follow you after my stream. Never did. And I was hurt by that. I was hurt by that. I think Oscar's the only content creator currently that I don't mind. Everyone else seems to be always making big drama and clickbait, and I get over it. And like, because the problem, like I'm sure they're nice people. You know, this is me just nitpicking because I'm a horrible individual. But like Star in the Sky, he's just like, oh, guys, wow, this is fascinating, guys, it's amazing, wow, and it's like, not that fascinating, bro. Calm down, calm down. I shouldn't really make fun. It's very me making fun, but then they're not defending themselves. I say I'm an R a lot, so you should write a post. I'm not going to. No, not going to do it. Who cares? It's drama that no one's going to give a shit about in a week. I mean, no, I haven't heard literally anything about it until I looked it up. And I only looked it up because Sheldon mentioned it. Oscar and Sky, the ones I watched. Mr. Star makes me laugh. He's so animated. He says my thoughts. Yeah, that's the thing. I can never be that person. And I think my problem with it, it feels a bit fake and very, very put on. And I'm sure it is. And if it works, it works. But the minute, if my brain thinks it's fake and it's put on, I can't really engage with it. But Oscar, I like. Oscar, I think Oscar's alright. I haven't really got that vibe from him. Alright, I got 10,000 now. What we do is wait. So 10,000 is what we're going to get, and then in the next hour we have to do our Dream Snap. Which is Oasis, apparently. I don't actually know what I'm going to do with it. I'll do something. I'll try. And I just want to acknowledge that I am being a bit of a dick when I'm talking about who I do or don't like when it comes to them. I'm sure they're good, and if you like it, you like it. And there should be no reason that my opinion on things should change anything. I think I have trouble with content creators for Dreamlight Valley because they're a bit over the top and clickbaity. So, Ask Truth is Seraph didn't time skip and spoil all the quests at the start. He wouldn't have so many stubs edited. Yeah, I didn't like people time skipping. I was very much against it when it first started. And then everyone's complained about it, say like it's some kind of like crime because apparently you can do that Animal Crossing with no trouble, and everyone's like, you can do it in Animal Crossing, why can't you do it here? Why does it soft lock the game? And you know, GameLoft came out and said, don't do this, it will soft lock your game, and people did it, and then it soft locked the game, and people were just complaining all the time. It's like, we literally told you not to do it. It's your opinion, everything exactly, and you know, nothing should change that, and I think that's where I think discourse needs to be. You should, yeah, you have your opinion, express it, and then don't yell at each other for it. If it's racist or something like that, yeah, you probably should yell at them. But if it's just something like this, it'll be fine. Live service game, yeah. The live service game and a feature of the game is the clock. Whether you like it or not, the clock is part of the game. Can I pick up those? I can't pick up those. A bit. Alright, cool. See, no one can actually come up and pick these up if they need them, but if anyone needs them, let me know and I'll I'll take them to the main valley. Alright, so storybook. I find the drama funny. And the good thing is I'm never going to be a big creator, so I can observe all the stuff and comment whatever I want, and it's not going to come back and bite me. I didn't mean to start that. Oh no, it's good. I liked it. I liked it. Because I know it doesn't mean anything, and it will vanish, and no one really gives a shit what I say on the matter. I do find this stuff interesting, though. What do I want to do? Where's the snippet? Where is Aladdin? Who's sitting down on the chair? Come on, get up.
What's next?
I think that's sometimes one of the benefits of being in New Zealand. I always stream at a time where there's not a lot of people around, so I can get away with a lot of stuff. Let's just hope that a Senpai fan doesn't find the stream and then just clip me out of context of just something I've said for this entire stream and send it to him. I mean, I'm sure he wouldn't care. I'm hoping it goes in like he doesn't give a shit kind of category. I need time bending. Do I have a time bending table? Alright, we'll put a time bending table here. Remember years ago, there was a vocal coach on YouTube. He would break down singers' voices, etc. Then others started popping up, and he got so mad, and he was like, "It's his thing." Yeah, it's like, let's hope not. There'll be a tiny army of 40-year-old mums coming at you. What are they gonna do? Like, just like, you suck. I'm like, dude, I'm going for a heart transplant. Do you honestly think there's anything you can say that will make my life even more miserable than it already fucking is? Like, I'm getting a heart transplant. You'll be an arsehole to come to me with this fucking drama. Alright, we're gonna make this vacuum. Alright. And then regular vacuum. And then finally advanced vacuum. That's the thing, is like, because I'm going through this situation, there's not a lot that like I give a shit about. Like, I've got bigger things I need to worry about than some Dreamlight Valley nut that's trying to defend someone that I've never met over an opinion that doesn't really matter. Alright, so let's dump. Remember ancient? Ancient. Yay! There we go. So we achieved what we wanted to achieve. And made one of these. Why did you not get picked up? Oh, I ran and I missed. God damn it. Oh well. We'll just pick it up manually.
Now you can trust me, but some of these other folks.
What's your most anticipated character to come to the game? Now, when you say that, do you mean the most anticipated character that I think will come to the game? Or what character do I want to come to the game? Because there are a lot of Disney characters that I would like in the game, which I know will never happen. Both, let's hear it out. Alright. So the characters that I want to be in the game that will never be in the game is gargoyles. Straight off gargoyles. I think that would be really cool, and it could be a cool feature that they actually freeze during the day and then unfreeze at night. I think that would be really cool. A little gimmick, and you could just change the clock if you want them to unfreeze. I don't know. I think that would be kind of cool and unique. But they'll never be in the game. They'll never go down that route. I think it's a little bit too dark and be really cool. Have you seen the list of characters on the Disney mobile game? It's insane. Don't count anyone out yet. I don't... is gargoyles on it? Go check for me if the gargoyles on it. I don't think they would be. Now, the characters that I hope will be introduced in the game will be more of the Toontown characters. So, like Pluto or Huey, Dewey, and Louie, Launchpad McDuck, Duckweed Duck. That'll be cool. Gargoyles to totally be companions. Why? They're giant, though. Companions are never giant. If you mean companions as in, like, characters, yeah, but companions as a small thing? No, because, I mean, they're bigger than humans. And companions are always small. So I would have to disagree with you on that one. I think this is my table workshop. Why are they doing out here? Didn't I put them in here? Pretty sure, yeah, I put them here. I'm missing. Damn it, the camera is horrible. There you go. They are? From which movie? The TV series Gargoyles. I thought there was small side the building. Oh, no. They've actually got names. The Hunchback of Notre Dame Gargoyles. Gargoyles. They've actually got names, I think. Yeah, Victor, Hugo, and Laverne. They're actually from Hunchback of Notre Dame. I'm talking about Gargoyles, the TV series. It was a TV series back in the 90s. It was very, very dark, but a great TV series. Listen to the theme song. Oh, I've never heard that show ever. Well, you should look it up. It's a great TV show. It went on for 3 seasons, I think it is. And it was one of those 90 TV shows. It was very serialized. It was one of those TV series that came out, and it's got a good following to it. And extremely dark. It's like, you know, betrayal and all that, and a lot of Star Trek voices to it. I think Jonathan Frakes plays Xanatos, one of the main guys. Yeah, it's a really good TV series. So yeah, that is one that I think will never come to the game. Gargoyles. Makes a lot of money though. Apparently, they're making a live action version of it because it's made quite a lot of bank. Well, comic books and collectibles and stuff. All right. Figure out where this goes. Uh, we need a weather machine. Some weeks I like to log in and it's rain every day. Really? I feel like it doesn't rain enough for me. I do play it quite a lot. I know. I would like more things just to happen in the valley. So I'm happy with rain. Check that. Oh, I don't know why these. Wait, how often do these respawn? I already did this. Alright, Aladdin, let's go over to here. I would just make it stop sometimes. I'll leave it on, but when I get started to decorate, it rains and rains and rains. I don't really have that. I don't see that problem anyway. Alright, so what we're going to do, because today's the last day before the reset. So, what should I get? I do like the well. And I kind of don't want, I mean, I don't really want that. I do like the baby dragon. We're going to go for this. Because this is the first time we've had a new skin for well, and I want to try it out. Alright, so we've got a well here. replace. There we go. Cool. And we can actually just put that. Oh, oh. That. I kind of like that here. There. I don't really like these. I'll put them around here. Around the palace. Make it a palace security system. Yeah, the wall skin looks great, and I kind of like it being right there. I think it's really cool. I kind of want to use it as well in the in Dreamlight Valley. Just to add something different. I just have to figure out where to put it. I'll probably put it in Sunlit Plateau. I like it. And then what I'm also going to do, shop. We're going to do the cactus house as well. Use up all my moonstones against my better judgment, but I'm going to do it. So someone did donate some money last stream, so I might buy some more moonstones next week with that money once it comes through. But yeah. And I'll probably put it... I'll put it in the Aladdin section. It's not an Aladdin house, obviously, but it doesn't really fit, does it, though? That sand, it doesn't automatically change. Okay, maybe I won't put it in the Aladdin section. I think it's designed for turning out. You can't make something sandy and only expect it. Put... Yeah. Because this is going to be a bit of a hub for my you know, desert stuff. So for a house. Still, that the sand doesn't really match, does it? I guess it's only designed for the sand in Dreamlight Valley. Well, that's annoying. Now, let's go. Can you just... Can we just, like, slate? Dreamsnap. Oh, there you go, Dreamsnap. What can we use? I mean, we've got the watering hole. What can we use? Pottery stand? Don't think. Why would they? I have no idea why they would do that. It kind of looks out of place now, though. I think the only place this would actually work would be on Basil Beach, which is unfortunate. It's gonna have to go here for now. I need to do the dream snap thing. I've got the canvas tint. No. We'll get rid of that, and we'll use... I want to make this a little bit of a desert hub, where I put all my desert gear. So this won't be like a character hub, because like every area's got this own little hubs. Like this one's got this hub. This will have up here, and this will be an area I put a future character. I really need to tidy up this whole place. Bit of... Yeah, I got that. Because I do like, I got really surprised when I managed to get this cooker. I think this cooker is a very unique one. I like it. Is Aladdin an enemy? He should be around me. Where is he? That's because I was in edit mode for so long. Right. See what other dreams think. Wooden stall. I'm not gonna get to it later. Like the problem with me, I get so impatient and I'm not a very good designer. So I just end up just doing whatever. House. Hmm. We should tell you the things that have been placed in other places as well, because you click it and then it's like, oh no, I don't want to remove it. Hmm. Not a good designer, you kidding me? No, no, I don't consider myself a good one. I kind of just throw things together and hope for the best. The fact that people like it baffles me. Hmm. What else can I do? Okay. The canoe. Hmm. Lounging rock. Hmm. What else? We got the water spitting camel. I like it. I do like the water spitting camel. See if he spits into that. Hold on. He spits into the water. Yay! Oh, it doesn't spit in the water. Hold up. Mister, you need to be spitting into the water all the time. Is that too far? I have to get it exactly right. Damn it, I can't do it. I think he has to go there. There you go. Damn it, you're missing it. I don't think he's gonna get it. Uh, no, he's too far wide. There you go. At least he spits in the water a little bit. Wait, wait. Yeah, he spits in the water there, and then hopefully... Yay! There we go. Well, it's kind of hitting the rock, but I don't care. It works. That's what I did. Alright, so let's top this off with get some. So they give cactuses as foliage, but the house cactus doesn't fit. I don't know, Dreamloft. Half the time I think you're drunk. Did you buy the Palace Walls? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I'll show you actually. If you notice, there's palace walls all around the Aladdin compound. All around there. So it's a little bit insular, but hoping to deck it out eventually. Do this wooden stall. That's a new one. Add that to. Yeah, I think it's really good. Because I like making regions and compounds for characters. So this is the Aladdin. Still a work in progress. I kind of filled it with these trees, and I'm not really sold on them yet. I wanted to make a little market here, but I might actually make the market a little bit less round and more kind of like with alleys and stuff. So I've got the palace there with all the gold in front of it. And then I've got this little wicker house over here, and then I've got Aladdin's tower there. I wish I could move Jafar here, but I can't. So, I like it. And it feels like at least I've got an idea of the direction I'm going there. And a little bit of work needed as well to flesh it out, and to make it look decent. I'm not happy with it, so there's still a bit of work to do. But I've got an idea of kind of like slowly coming together. My next big project will probably be the Beauty and the Beast section. It's one of the biggest sections. It's kind of slowly getting a bit of an idea of how I want to do it. Great for a whip. What's a whip? But yeah, it's slowly coming because I'm gonna make this little town section that we have here, with Gaston's house and the library and stuff, and then we've got the castle over here. They've got a little seaside section there, and I'll flesh it out with decorations and everything like that. So we've got a little Lady and the Tramp section there. We've got Emperor's New Groove there. So everywhere will have its own little section eventually. We've got the Lion King section here. I have to admit, not 100% sold on it yet, but it's pretty much the only section it can really fit into with that green, all those greens and stuff. So I probably need to make it a little bit more jungle-y. So I might use some of that foliage and deck it out a little bit. A work in progress, yeah. It's definitely a starting point. So I think the key part of the missions I want to do now, now that I'm getting back into streaming and doing this on a regular basis, is start kind of getting my core concept of all the regions kind of done, like just the basics. Like this is close to be finished with the basics, just kind of get all the areas kind of sorted, and then slowly like take a section and just put a little extra juice into it. So this is the Princess and the Frog section, and I kind of like it. It looks a little bit isolated as well, and once you find it, you can kind of chill out. I like it. This is one of the sections I kind of want to do a little bit more work on. This is the theme park for Matuni Isle. Every aisle section, whatever, will have its own little theme park. So this is theirs. It's got all the rides that are associated with characters. And then down here, I've got the Alice in Wonderland section. This will be the Peter Pan section, which might stem. I might kind of move it slightly. This was supposed to be the Winnie the Pooh section. I might move that one. I might move that one over to here, but I'm not sure where. I'm thinking about like here, and I kind of would divide this up. Yeah. Anyway, I just want to kind of get the initial layout down and doing. That's actually great advice. I mean, that's partly the reason we do all this, right? So we can give each other ideas and kind of develop and expand on it. And there's my magic carpet there. Alright, so let's dance back over to... Let's get our snap done. So I don't need to worry about it, because I've only got about 20 minutes to go on my stream. And then I'm going to go to bed. Because I'm an old man who's dying. I mean, that's the thing I like about my streams, is the fact that we can just all kind of talk about the game without needing to be entertainment or anything. We could just have a good chat. All right, so current challenge. Where is Aladdin? You coming, buddy? All right. So if we take a photo right now, how close are we from? Ooh, that's 6. Yeah. Cool. Oh. Whoa, we're pretty good with it. That'll be perfect for her. Alright. Let's dress in the appropriate way. Oh, it's not. It's. We got Aladdin. Where's Aladdin? Yeah, the dreams. It doesn't mess it up. Just gives it some more flavor. Disagree, but just disagree with everybody. How about we? There we go. Alright. Maybe if let me go. Where's yeah. I want to try something. What happens when I do? When was it the companion one? Ah, companion one I ride it at. Alright. Let's go thing again. Oh no, companion. There we go. Aladdin, are you gonna move? Aladdin. What are you doing? I'm gonna try and get it squirting into. There you go. Oh, you can't see me, damn it. Oh, hold it. Oh, alright. I don't know the magic up pose. Actually, use it. Yeah. I didn't know until now. I just tried it out. Alright, so I have to go through that. You can see me there. It's not a great one, but it's something unique. Oh, damn it. It didn't even see it. Okay. I want to get him like coming out of his mouth. There you go. There we go. Ah, it's good enough. Not as great as last time, but cool. At least it's done. At least it's done. Because my goal is to make sure I do dream starts every week, so I'm not spending so much goddamn money on this game. Cool. Alright, done. What did you get for every week? I didn't do last week's, but I did the week after that, so we'll find out tomorrow with the St. Patrick's Day. So it'll be interesting to see what I get. I don't normally do pretty well on it. I'll be happy if I get more than 400 moonstones. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. It takes a week, so hopefully once we get into a good rotation, we'll have something to look at every single time. So, it's a start. It's a good start. It's just a question. I like to tick off things and have a bit of a goal. So, I think the goal right now would be to make sure that we are completing the dream snaps every single week. And eventually make sure we've got one of these collectors over here in every single biome, which we currently don't have. So I think that's going to be a bit of a goal. Good luck. Oh, thanks. Thanks. Well, I'll find out tomorrow morning. I'm going to be hopefully streaming in about not 6 hours, about 7, 8 hours. So we'll find out tomorrow morning. But we're going to do little things and just basically get ready for the next update, which will be over. It's over like 3 weeks away, so we've got heaps of time. We're heading into the dark period again, where we don't get a lot of news, and it's kind of going to be a very quiet time. But we do have the Easter event coming up, which will keep things interesting. And there's additional Easter stuff this time, like we've got a new purple egg, and that we're not quite sure how to get yet, but... Alright, so how do I want to... I want to make... I'll get rid of them. I'll get rid of these crops and actually plant these new ones. Having a castle garden. That period, I call it decorating period. It's a bit of a drought of even just information, but I mean, we've got things to look forward to in the shop. Well, let me see. We've got the the Dreamlight Valley spoiler Discord. And let me see here. Give me a sec. So the spoiler Discord's actually pretty good because it gives you a little heads up of what's going to be next week for Dream Snaps. I don't think they've released it yet. Dream Snap leaks. Yeah. Okay, so next week is April Fool's Day. So that's the theme. April Fool's Day. But if we go to shop leaks, no, see if I can blow it up. How come I can't actually pop it out, but whereas see if I got Discord. Here we go. So I'm about to show you spoilers. So Sheldon, do you want to have spoilers for the shop? I'm giving you the chance to say no, and I can close it. Up to you, if you want spoilers or not. I've seen them, don't worry. Oh, okay. Cool, switch over here. And so we've got that. That's going to be cool for the Easter event, and also my Easter Island. And also this. I think that would be really cool. What else have we got? That's pretty cool. I like the plushie. That's pretty cool. I like that one. So that's very Tangled inspired, I believe. That's very Tangled inspired. Victorian Mansion. I don't know what that's from. It feels like that's from something. Victorian Manor. I'm not sure what that is from, but Easter decor it does. It looks really good. And a lot of them are just returning ones after that. So they don't actually have quite a lot. So the new stuff, most of the stuff on here has already been released. So that's a good thing because it means that there can be some catch up on some of the items that I've missed. Because there was a few of them I missed. Yeah. There's a few of them I missed, but alright, what should I do here? I need digging buddy. You're not a digging buddy anymore.
Hello.
I can't wait for the Easter one because I really because I want to do a new thing for the channel. Is like on Easter, we actually hang out in Easter Island, and I'll open the stream up, and anyone can come over. I'll open the belly up, I should say, and anyone can come over to Easter Island. And we just chill out in Easter Island, and it's just an Easter thing. Don't go. Make sure I get this right. Yeah. So I'm going to try something different, and so I'm going to make the floating islands, because to be honest, didn't really like the floating islands, so I'm kind of just trying to manufacture a reason to use them. So I'm going to make them a little bit holiday islands. So we're going to have Easter Island, we'll have St. Patrick's Island, we'll have Parks Island, we'll have Summer Event Island, and we'll have Christmas and Halloween. So yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I mean, that's in April, so it's like a month away, and there's a good chance it will just be me and like one other person or two other people, just in chat, you know. But hey, that's good enough. All right, next to gardening buddy. Can we? I think that's one thing that they did really great with this expansion is land. You get so much space and so much flat space to design in. They did really, really well with it. It kind of makes me wish they would go back and fix the Dreamlight Valley and Eternity Isle. They won't, but it really makes me want them to do that. Right, yeah, there. Okay, very close up. Could do scavenger hunts, Easter hunts, festival. Yeah, I might make a. I mean, it depends on how many people are there. Like, if you know, if we're quite busy in terms of who's coming along to the streams, I might do something for it, or it could be just us chilling out for a good half an hour talking about, I don't know, Dreamlight Valley drama, rumors, all that fun stuff. So it doesn't have to be anything major. Don't want to pick that up. Sweet. Alright. We'll go plant these, and we'll probably, after we plant this, we'll call it a day. Well, thanks, Sheldon, for staying for so long. It's been really good. It's good to have someone to talk to. I think that's what I do appreciate of my streams, is that we'll kind of reached a point where there's always someone here, but just not too busy. It's always just like one person, and always have someone to talk to and keep me company. And that's something I really enjoyed about my streams. How much they've grown and changed. This time my phone is about to croak. Oh, you're on your phone. Well, that was yeah. Where actually are you based? I'm sure you've told me. I just my brain's like a sieve. Glad to be here. Thanks for stream. No worries. I'm just glad that people enjoy these chats and we don't take things so seriously, and that hopefully I can get back into the really good routine of doing these on a regular basis, because I really do enjoy playing the game. I mean, I know it's a bit silly, and I know it's not really my type of game, but I've played it for now 2 years, and I really do enjoy it. I probably would have stopped playing ages ago if I wasn't streaming it. This time, sometimes iPad, sometimes TV. Oh, cool. I do like the idea people just have me on in the background, and it works like a radio, and they can kind of just see the chat going, and they can engage if they want. And I do. If the behind the scenes stats are actually true, there's definitely some people that just have me on and just listen, and I like that because it's how I enjoy content, as I've said many a times. Oh. From South Africa, nice. You know, a South African saved my life. So when I got sick, I walked to work and I looked very very white and very pale after the walking. Apparently, I looked like death. And the team leader who knocked on me or told on me to my team leader is actually from South Africa. So if it went for her, Lazita was her name, I would have probably not gone to the doctor. I would have been stubborn, and my heart probably would have given out. So I do think someone from South Africa, and I did a presentation today with a whole bunch of nurses, just teaching them about my equipment and all that. And some of the pictures I used was actually from a South African immigrant that came to New Zealand who had what they call a BIVAD. So essentially, it's two of these devices. These devices. He's got two pumps, one on the left side of his heart and one on his right side. And he let me use some of his pictures for the presentation, and that was very very kind of him. He's got a heart now, and he's as healthy as someone with a transplanted heart can be, but he's doing well. Things happen for a reason. Yeah, I suppose so. I'm just lucky that there are people around me that sometimes just understand someone's being stubborn and trying to help them. Where is... I'm trying to find the cheer stuff. Maybe it's over here. No, 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 no. Around. No, no, no. Nope. God, where is it? Is it here? I think this is it. Oh. Move this out slightly. Yep, there's cheer seats. Alright, cool. Alright. Alright. Now the mud. Where is me mud? My mud's here. Oh, 25. That's not what I want. This is a trumpet snail. Can't remember where I put the trumpet snails. Can't remember if it's a food, if I've made trumpet snail a food or not. I should check. Hold up. I'm gonna check the wiki. Trumpet snail. Oh, it's a food. So it should be in the food section. But the question is, did I make it? Because I've got a feeling I haven't made a table for it. Oh no, I did. There you go. You know, I said about the weather of it always like it never raining, and now it's raining all the time. What happened there? I have to put the stuff away, otherwise it's gonna bug me. Oop. Yeah, it does get a bit, see, it gets a bit much sometimes. It does with the pretty colors. I do admit, right now it seems to be raining all the time, so I do agree with you on that. Alright, cool. Got a stack of mud. Let's go back to the pallet. But yeah, Sheldon, if you ever need any supplies or anything, just head me up on the Discord, and I can open the valley, and you can pop around and pick up anything from the market. And that's an open invite to anyone out there watching this in hindsight. If you need anything, just hit me up on the Discord, and I can open the valley, and you can come around and pick up anything that you need. That's the reason why the market's built the way it is that there's stacks of everything on the tables. And it's all legitimately collected as well, so no treasure island stuff here. No. All done. At least for today. I definitely raid your moth. I've got a stack of one. Damn it, I don't have a lot. I will get some more moss for you. I don't have a lot of moss, but I can get some. Maybe I'll start farming it a little bit for you. But I'll get a stack of 99 for you. I'll make that a bit of a goal for me. But there's plenty of other stuff. Like if you want some bars, there you go, 99. If you want some what's that? Wrought iron. There's a stack of 99 there, and I've got plenty in there. I think somebody came by and just dropped it off once. I didn't ask any questions. So you're more welcome to pop around and pick up everything. That's why I've got it set up the way it is, because it's actually a legit market, so you can walk around and find whatever item that you want. Even if it's this stuff over here, or it could be wood over here. I'm gonna just expanding a little bit. Anyway, we'll leave it there. I gotta go. Thanks Sheldon again for just being around. It's been great. Thanks Yasmin for lurking there. Thanks Mr. Tanker for popping in. Thanks Kiwi. And thank you anyone else that's out there listening. And Ramona, you as well. And you're probably asleep now. But anyway, I'll be back on. Hopefully I'm going to be on in about 8 hours. So we'll see how it goes. And yeah, invites open for anyone to come around and visit the market if you want. Alright, we'll leave it there. Otherwise I'm going to procrastinate. Until next time, everybody. Kia ora.